Sorry for the wait, guys. I'm finally back with some more content on the Escort.
For those of you who are new around here, this is my 1990 Ford Escort, originally a 1.4 CVH engine.
Ugh. Rubbish.
So the CVH engine was terrible, that had to go, so in goes something what's not really the usual. I wanted to swap a Volkswagen 2-litre TFSI engine into this Escort. Now if this sounds like something that may interest you, there's a whole series on this. I've documented everything I can.
And by the end of this episode, we're going to have this Escort this close to being a running car. Let's have a little look there. I can't actually remember how much these cost because I ordered them around a month ago. They're made to order. Good tape. Have a look then, shall we? And that's instructions and some C-spanners. Look at them beauties. They're nice, aren't they? So the reason why I needed these, it's got lowering springs on it at the moment, but the engine what I've put in with the 6-speed box is obviously quite a lot heavier than the original engine, so the front end's a nosediver. So I'm not wanting to slam it, I'm actually wanting to lift it. So I'm hoping that these are going to do that, we'll see. And also, we can't have all that power in it on crap suspension.
But the brakes are fine.
Don't worry about brakes. We're not interested in upgrading brakes yet. I'm not even joking, I'm just going to leave standard brakes on for the moment. I'm not interested in them for a second. Concentrate on getting it moving down the road first. Nice. We don't need to stop. We don't need brakes. There'll be backs. Nice. Well, they look nice. Let's see if they perform nice and fit nice. Look in this bag. What we got in here?
I'll tell you how much they were. I don't know.
Some graph. Force versus displacement. Then we're on about that, on about spring rate. It's above my head. It's very rare anyone supplies me good coilovers to fit. They usually supply me JOM springy boys, and we just want them as low as it can go. Not the case with these ones though. And a couple of C-spanners. And that's all you get in the box of a set of gas coilovers. Alright, next package. Diff. I opened the box just to see what we're in there, but I genuinely haven't had a look at it yet. I'm looking at it for the first time with you guys. This has been sat on my floor a month, has it? It's got to be in there a month, that box, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Look at the dust on top of it. I've not even looked in the box
when
yet.
you were on holiday then.
Yeah, from when I was away. Right, let's see what you get in the box. Not a great deal. Just the diff and that's it. Oh god, it's heavy. Just the diff, that's it. So I do need to get a few little bits and bobs from TPS. I need to get some new bearings. So the plan is when you do these, you put this in the freezer, you put the bearings in the oven, and then they'll just slot on, let it cool down, and that's good. I've actually already got the bolts. Hang on, let me grab the bolts. I've already got the bolts. ARP diff bolts, got these from Dark Side Developments, absolutely pulled the pants down. These are mega expensive for what they are. Them bolts, I ordered all this so long ago, I genuinely can't remember how much everything were without looking. Probably link it up on screen when I'm doing editing on video, but they were, for what they are, I'm sure they were like 225 quid. Honestly, 225 quid for them bolts and that lube.
They look a bell end to make though then.
That's what it is, isn't it? So you can't cut corners with stuff like this, it's got to be right. So in this video, don't know whether we'll get coilovers on, they may be in another video. But in this video, we're gonna get the engine cleaned up, we're gonna get some bits and bobs done on engine, we're gonna get the gearbox stripped, we're gonna get the diff in the gearbox, and we're gonna do a few bit of fettling in engine bay, finish some bits and bobs off, clean it, paint it. That's the aim of this video. So we better stop waffling and we better get cracking. All this stuff's off now to powder coaters. The next time I see all this, it will be a nice textured black finish. So everything should be stealthed out. Unfortunately, it's now time to address the elephant in the room. I don't even want to show you guys what I've done to this engine. I could punch myself in the face. So you remember how grotty it were and all I kept saying were how much I wanted to clean it and I couldn't wait to clean it and clean it. Well, I've made a stupid move, guys. I've made a stupid move. So whenever I clean an engine normally, I usually clean it with TFR, traffic film remover. Always comes out mint, degreases it perfect, nothing gets damaged. Well this time, like an idiot, I've got this other stuff, which is like a wheel acid. For all aluminium's not really getting touched by TFR, I thought, oh, I'll get some of that wheel acid on it. Guys, I'm gonna have to show you. Look what I have done to this engine. What an idiot. I've basically given everything that's plastic a marble effect. So it didn't even look too bad when I first sprayed it on. In fact, it cleaned engine so well I thought, yes, sweet. Then I left it sort of sat curdling in the sun and it's just destroyed everything on this engine. I'm talking the inlet's destroyed, rocker cover's destroyed, anything plastic really, anything plastic is destroyed. Both cam covers are destroyed, there on here, look. Cam cover, destroyed. Bottom cam cover, destroyed. Everything what's plastic has just been turned to a white marble effect. But it's not the end of the world. I have managed to source some second-hand ones. So I've sourced a second-hand rocker cover. I've sourced a second-hand lower timing cover. Still yet to source one of these, the top one. I need to find one of those. So I'm still on the hunt for that. I've sourced an inlet manifold, complete inlet manifold, so that sorts that. To be honest, I think I can live with rest of stuff. So stuff like that, I think I can live with. Rest of them being a bit of a marble effect. Same with that, look, that one's same. I can't be bothered to replace everything what's plastic. I'm going to be honest with you. But what a schoolboy error that were. What an absolute schoolboy error that were. That's cost me dearly, that. But you live and you learn, don't you? Thankfully, it were my own engine. Can you imagine if that were a customer's engine? Because every time we do an engine swap for a customer, I always give them a good clean. Can you imagine if that were a customer's, like, S3, RS3 engine? My God, I'd have just bankrupted myself. So luckily, it's only my engine for my piece of scrap behind me up there. But what an idiot. So I think first job before we do anything is let's get inlet changed, let's get rocker cover changed, get bottom cam cover on, and then we'll get gearbox off. We will get diff stripped out of it, get diff in there. What else we got? Coilovers, they're last. So we'll get that lot done, and then we're gonna clean this engine bay. We're gonna get jet washing here, not with wheel acid, just with TFR. We're gonna clean all muck and crud off from all years, see what we're dealing with, because there is a few bits that I do need to address weld-wise. So we know that one of them is there. Look, we're gonna address that. We're gonna sort that, and yeah, I'm just gonna basically get that engine bay somewhat light. There's a few little bits I need to tidy up in there. I need to weld that all up from that mess up I did with clutch. Put a bit of seam sealer on my welds for my engine mounts, and then I'm just going to brush paint it silver. I'm going to hammerite it silver with brush. I'm not going out fancy. It's not a showpiece. It is just a little bit of a fun car in it, so it's not going to have to be perfect. That's the bits in. That's it then. That's the job list. Let's stop talking and let's actually get some action done, shall we? first leg done. Rocker cover's off. She's not the cleanest inside, but she's not the muckiest. It all looks like rusty colour at the minute because I've had brake cleaner on it. It's not rusty. It's not too bad. Can't see any damage or out. Put a new gasket on this while we've got it off. Stupid not too early because they always go right hard and right plasticky. Sweet, get him back on, and inlet's a twat of a job. But it might not be so bad when it's out of the car. In fact, it's not really, it's just fiddly. It's just fiddly. It'll come out of there alright. It's just a bit of a pain in the arse when it's in car. Get this back on, get inlet off. Right, so I figured while I'm taking all this off, now would be a good time to have a look at what cam follower's like, because I have no idea what it looks like. So let's have a peek, shall we? See if it's. Oh, wow, Carl! Wow! So,
Good.
no, this is not good. Not good at all.
Oh,
Wore through.
Shit,
It's wore through.
been booting this about and all.
Oh,
It's
God.
run absolutely fine now. What do I do here? Rock her back off or what?
So I thought, while I'm here, I'll just have a look what this cam follower looks like. Because 2 litre TFSI are renowned for cam problems, cam follower problems, should I say. They should be religiously checked. And guys, I can assure you it shouldn't have an hole through the middle of it. That has completely wore through, and has now been rubbing the end of the fuel pump on end at camshaft. End at fuel pump's damaged, but this run fine. So, seeing as it is a bit of a redneck build, I am tempted to just put a new follower in it and send it. But yeah, that is not good.
New follower.
Not good at all.
Run absolutely mint.
It run absolutely mint.
Can't believe it run mint.
But that is completely wore through. And it sounded mint, there were no tapping, was there? No tapping, engine was absolutely sweet as a nut.
No chain metal, nothing.
Ah,
Doing nothing.
should have K20'd it. We should have K20'd it. There you go. There you can see the damage there, look, on end at fuel pump. Will it be alright to go again? Most likely. I mean, are we going to find out? Yes, because I'm not going to put a pump in it. I think I'm just going to get Carl to spin it over, and I'm going to just look, make sure there's no damage on the end of that camshaft. The only bit of damage I can see is end at pump, but it is very minor. That's crazy. Just thought I'll just have a quick look. Glad I did. Damn, right. Get Carl to spin engine over, and let's have a look. Let me grab a light. Oh, go on then, let's have a look. Go slow.
Try and open it engine.
There shouldn't be much compression there, what I thought. Go on, nice and slow. Keep going. Hold it there, right. There is a bit of wear on that lobe there. Go on, keep going. Go on, keep going. You've got about another half a turn yet. Yep, there's a tiny bit of wear on that one as well. Keep going. Yeah. Right. Well, guys, I mean, if this were a customer's car, what I'd be doing now is I'd be suggesting new camshaft in it. But it is a bit of a budget build, what got out of control. So I think we're just going to chuck a new cam follower in it and see how it goes. Religiously check it. Just keep checking it every 1,000 miles or so if it ever makes it to 1,000 mile. Just keep checking it. I'm more concerned about the wear on the pump, but we're just going to send it. We're just going to send it. Sod it. Let's send it. If it dies, isn't it? These engines are 10 a penny now, so if it dies, we'll just chuck another engine in it, sod it. Go on, I'll video you pulling it off.
Yeah, bet.
Just pull it, stop being a pansy.
I've missed then, there's 2 10 mil, isn't it? Rest of all long T-30s, aren't they?
Pull it.
Get that nut from here before that drops in the engine as well. Nut there up.
Oh, that's from. Spare. I don't know where that's from. Where's that from?
No.
Spare bit.
3 bolt. Jesus.
Pull it.
I'm gonna go flying.
There we go. Right. Let's see what other what other surprises will lay for me in here. Cause broke runner flap or something. God knows what we're gonna find. I think that plug might need to be took off. Actually, I already took it off.
Oh, that one, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fucking tab on it.
Well, all runner flaps are all intact. Does it look coked up to back nines? It doesn't actually, it doesn't look too bad.
Bodge after bodge after bodge, yeah.
Bodge City. What now? What's stopping it now?
Wiring room. There's a few plugs here, isn't there?
You just unplug that, and just unplug that one on the left side and the whole loom comes off with
Got a
it.
big tire up on it.
Stinks of petrol.
Yeah, piss and petrol.
Ah, it's leaking petrol, it smells right nice. You have to just break it off. The loom usually comes off with it. I think you unplug that big loom there. Right, nah, it should come off. Clear on this side. What's that plug on? It's not fuel. Oh yeah, it is. No, it's injector's stuck in head, isn't it? Fuel injector's stuck in head. So that's injector's gonna have to come out head, otherwise you're gonna have to unplug all of them, and then all loom.
Well, I can just
Yeah, but that one won't. Yeah, just hold that a sec.
unplug that one, yeah.
It's coming now. There's no seal on it. Must be stuck in rail. There we go.
Another plug.
Yeah, seal's still stuck in rail.
There we go.
There we go. One inlet.
Gimbal M.3 something that's just said.
Oh yeah, it is coked up. And guess what? It'll be staying coked up and all. Because I'm getting bored of playing with it now. I want to get back in, get it running, and driving down the road. That's right, swap all bits off of that marble one and put it on plastic one over there. Here's what I'm on with to start with then. This feels like a step back as I've already had this in pieces a million times and I've already put it all back together once. But when I took inlet off, when I realised that that pump didn't fit, I broke one of these. I'm not actually too sure what they're called. It's like a plastic retainer what holds this top hat on. I broke one of those. Oh, there it is. There's the broke one, look. Yeah, so I snapped one of those. Rang TPS. You can't buy them separate. You can only buy them complete with the seal kit. So, in all honesty, it was a bit cowboy of me to put them back in with old seals anyway, but these cost me 86 quid for 4 seal kits. Now, they have changed them. I'll take them out of the bag in a sec, but they have changed them. They're now metal. So I am going to put all new seals on my injectors. I'm going to put the new nylon or Teflon seal on there. You've got one there, and then you've got the top hat and your retainer. I'm going to put all new ones of them on, and I've also got some filter baskets. These are uprated or aftermarket filter baskets. So the 2 litre TFSI injectors are known for the plastic ones internal breaking down and causing misfires, clogging the injectors. I'll be honest, I've never changed these, but I always see Artec Tuning raving about them and saying that change these, change these. The car did run fine, it didn't misfire. So hopefully I've caught them early enough. I am going to change them while I've got injectors out. They literally cost me a tenner off eBay for them. So I just thought, you know what, while they're out, it's stupid not to. So that's going to be my first job. Let's put these new injector seal baskets, what are you on about? Let's put these new filter baskets in, and let's put all new seals on these injectors, and let's hopefully get this inlet back on this engine. Let's get it back in the car. That's the plan. So I have never changed any of these filter baskets before. I don't know how they come out. Let's see, shall we? Let's see if I can break it. Or stab myself in the finger, which is what's looking like it's going to happen. Easiest way to get that out of there, I'm not sure at the moment. I tell you what, I've no idea how you get these out. I've got like a screw screwed into it at a minute, and I'm pulling as hard as I can, and I can't get that out of there. Well, there's the top half of it. Where on earth the bottom half went, I have no idea. God knows. So I've absolutely no idea where the plastic bit went, but it ain't in there. I've just given it a blowout just to make sure, and it definitely ain't in there. But I'm gonna get another one out just to make sure it looks the same internally, because there is like a, to be fair, it don't look like, there's like a clip or something inside. I can't see right good, but it came out that way. So I'm gonna pull the next one out the exact same way, try and keep that one intact, because that one just fell to pieces, which is, to be fair, which is what happens. They break down over time. It took some pulling out, that did. That were not easy to get out. Right, let's do another one. Right, so I don't know if I'll be able to show you this on camera. I don't think it'll focus. We'll try. So this one has got no filter basket in. That one has still got the filter basket in. That's the difference, what it looks like. So, get my trusty screw back out. It's just a shed screw. And I'm going to screw it into there like that. It's grabbed hold of that pretty good at that. So same again, it all just does fall to pieces. It's got it out, but it does all fall to pieces. I'm guessing as it comes out, as I'm pulling that hard, it's just flinging it. Because I'm pulling that hard, I can't see it going flying anywhere, but the only thing what's left by the time I've got it out is that. I am going to give these another good blowout just to make sure. It doesn't look like there's any bits sort of fell in there. So I think we're alright. I mean, I'm not, it's definitely pulling it all out. It's not leaving any behind. Right, I'm not going to show you the other two. I'm just going to get them two done. I'm going to give them a blowout, and then we'll see how easy the new one's pressing. And I'll change seals, show you how we change seals, because I've done these before. The Teflon seals are not easy to get on. You have to use a heat gun to get them on. Give me 2 minutes. Right, that's all 4 filter baskets out then. I'm going to give them a quick blow off. Really, I should have run these up to Joe at JBM, let him run them through on his cleaning machine. I forgot he got one, to be honest, and I'm sort of lacking on time now, so I'm cutting corners a little bit. If it bites me in arse, it bites me in arse. I think these injectors will be all right. I'm not too sure where all insides of them are gone. I've looked all up floor and I can't find insides of them baskets, them old ones, so I don't know whether they've disintegrated, gone through injectors, I don't know. No idea. But I can't see them on floor anyway. I've looked all over. I'm going to give these a good blowout with airline blower just to make sure there's no in there before I press the new ones in, and then literally put seals on. Let's get them back in this inlet, get inlet back on that engine. I want to get the engine built up today and back in that car. Sweet. Right. Don't know how easy this one. I don't know how easy these ones are going to go back in. We're just going to offer them up. Oh, fairly easy to be fair. They just press straight in. So that's easy. As easy as that. Just pushed them in, gave them a tap with my hammer, and that's it. Simple as that. That's one done. Right, one down, 3 to go. Push it to start it. Tap it with hammer. Easy peasy. Next. Easy. Sweet. That's 4 injectors with 4 new filter baskets. Just whack my elbow on ice. Oh, that hurt. Right, seals. Let's pan you guys down. Seal time. Top ones are easy. So you've got your blue rail seal. You've also got, I don't know what it's called, what its job is, a plastic spacer, and that's got a taper on it, so the taper goes down. Just pan you guys up a little bit more. Right, let's open our first seal kit. So there's the actual seals. 3 seals, and then you've got them other 2 pieces in here. Let's do the seals first. So there's the new spacer. You can see it's got like a tapered edge. The tapered edge goes downwards. It's that one. The new fuel seal just pushes on just like that. Right, now this is the one that's a bugger, the Teflon seal. Now these always break when you try and take them off, like that. It just peels off like that. So I think this is like a fire ring, kind of holds the exhaust gases or combustion gases in the cylinder head. Now, these ones are a pain to get on. I'm not sure if there's a special tool or if anyone that does these professionally might cringe at my way of doing it. When I've ever done these in the past, I've just warmed up with heat gun a little bit just to get them a little bit softer, because as you can see, it's almost exactly the same size as the end of that injector. Now they are a pain to get on. So I'm going to do my usual way. It's always worked for me in the past. I'm going to get a quick warm up with heat gun. So heat gun won't damage it. You think the temperature's what that's exposed to sat in the cylinder head is crazy. There you go, look, see I've got it started already. Push it down, and then just going to wipe the muck off it. And then I'm going to warm it up again, because you can see it's a little bit baggy on there. If I warm it up again, it almost sort of shrinks it back on. And there we go. That's one seal kit fitted. Now we're going to change the other pieces. So this is the portion that I broke on one injector. Now they are all a bit shaggy on all of them. This is probably the best one in all honesty, but as you can see, it is also cracked down that edge there, look. So pointless not to change it while I'm here. Stupid actually. So we are going to. Now we're going to pull this portion off. We've got a new one. Slide the new one on, get my new metal one of these from TPS, clip that on, and that's one injector, fully complete, new filter basket, new seals, ready to go back in the inlet manifold. I'm not going to show you the other 3, I'm just going to whiz through them quickly, get them done, and we'll move on. There we go. 4 injectors, I won't say rebuilt, but pretty much rebuilt, all new seals, new filter baskets. Let's get these back in this inlet manifold, get that inlet manifold built back up complete, get it back on engine.
Although that schoolboy error cost me dearly, that's that problem sorted. New inlet manifold and new rocker cover fitted, along with a few other little bits and bobs. Let's quickly whip the gearbox off and see what Carl's getting up to.
What's going off here? I'm alright. She's like Brand Diddler, look. She's had a coat of silver paint. I told you I weren't doing it properly, didn't I? I'm not messing about like that. We're not stripping it all down, having engine bay painted. We're brushing it. We're brushing it on. Silver Amorite, straight. Brilliant. We're brushing it on. Straight on with Amorite. No messing around. No one's going to be looking at engine bay anyway. All everyone's only going to see at back of it is back of this. That's it.
An engine went bonnet, so
No. Only time anyone's going to be looking at this is when they're looking at back of it. No one's going to be looking in there.
Just making a mess.
Carl's making a mess.
Don't blame me, you fucking gearbox there.
Energy, energy, energy.
Were them bearings expensive?
Huh?
Were them bearings expensive?
Yeah, they were.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be as hot as what they actually are.
Right, so I've got a bit of time now. I'm going to get this diff in. Just get it clean. That's what all this manky stuff is in here. I've just get it clean with acid because it was grotty in there, so it's pretty clean now. Here's what I've got then. Black line Wong Pong diff, because I couldn't afford to quave one. ARP bolts. A couple of new bearings. Now, I ain't got any shims. I'm going to try and save original ones, and we're going to see what it's like. See how it goes. I think that's about all we need, to be fair. Maybe these seals here, depending if we trash them, but I can get them and knock them in after once gearbox is back together, so that's no biggie. Just waiting for oil to drain, and we'll get stripping. Right, it's been a while since I've done one of these, many years ago. I think I've only ever done it twice, and it was many years ago, probably 7 years ago, so this is going to be a memory refresher for me. So bear with me if I'm doing it wrong, don't shout at me. I'm going to figure out how to do it again. Go. That easy. That were easy. Right, let's have a little nosy in here before we start pulling it to pieces.
Should we get a bit of break?
So here's the diff. Here's the piece we're changing. Here's your shifters, gears. So we're not going to be touching anything to do with gears. We're going to leave gears. I know a lot of people do strengthen gears, mainly for diesels though, that are running immense torque. This is not going to be running crazy torque, so I'll be honest, I'm not going to bother. It's these little rivets here, look. These little rivets are what fail, I believe, and I think you like put a nut or bolt or something in there. I can't remember. It's been a while. But this is the part we're interested in. The big old diff. So we're going to pull him out, and we've got to drill every single one of these rivets out, which I'm not looking forward to drill every one of them out to separate the ring gear from the differential itself. Won't be fun. Here we go. That's the part we want. We're not going to disturb anything else in that gearbox. Everything else is going to stay exactly as it is. This is just the piece we want. So we'll give this a clean, drill them rivets out, get that ring gear off, install it on a new one. Easy peasy. Ugh, stinks. Press that to a gear all long hands. Right, this is probably going to take a while. So I'll cut to a time lapse to save you watching this for the next 25-30 minutes of me drilling these out. Right, that took a long time. Luckily for you, you didn't have to sit and watch it minute by minute. So now,
We're both thrown it a year older.
now that ring gear should knock off of here. think. It's not going to come that easy though, is it? Of course it's not.
Alright.
I don't know if you have to press it off or just a good old cosh off. I don't know. I don't want to damage it. It's not sounding very loose, is it? That's not sounding very loose at all, that isn't. Knocking it right way, that sound. I don't think we've gone through enough. Look, you see all them little bits what are all still holding it, look, all them little taper bits. Ah, think we have to drill it some more, boys. For God's sake.
Them 7 years are showing the truth now, aren't they? Look.
We'll have to drill it some more.
Reckon that'll do it, alright.
No, because you don't want to damage that.
Just only got to dig them heads off right a little bit.
It's too big, isn't it? Do we want a little bit smaller? I'd say probably go back in with that little one again, me. Back in with little one again. Because a few of them are off centre. Right. Here's 5 minutes. Drill them out a little bit more. Let's get another tap with hammer, see if we can get it to break loose. Look at the mess on my floor. I can't remember how I got it off last time when I did one of these. I'm guessing like this because I don't remember pressing it, but give that a whirl. Get another clonk with hammer now, see what happens.
Have you got stuff? Have you got spline?
Yeah, I've got the spline which needs to be picked up and right, here goes. Let's get another tap, see what it does. That felt like it moved. Yeah, that's moving now. Yeah. Yeah, it's off. Yep. Right, now I did put a paint mark on that, so I got it right way. Yes, so I put a paint mark on it, so I couldn't get it wrong way around. Guessing it does matter. Yeah, it would matter. We've got to go back on right way. Right, let's give that a clean up now, and then you have to press these studs into this, and then you like use press to press them in. Give it a clean up, and we'll get on with that. These were bolts that we're using, ARP bolts, mega expensive for what they are, 225 quid, something like that, for just a box of bolts. Crazy expensive, yeah. Next step then is we're going to press them into this ring gear, then we can bolt the ring gear to the new diff, put the new bearings on the new diff, and get it back in box. Easy peasy. And that, guys, is exactly why you read instructions, because I had it in my head they had to be pressed into the ring gear. I was wrong. They're not. These get pressed into the differential housing. It says there, look, the bolts must be pressed into the differential housing and not the ring gear. There you go. That's why it's important to read, otherwise I would have just cocked that right up then. Right. Let's get them pressed into there then, shall we? So, new plan. We're going to try and do multiple at once using press.
Because we're lazy.
What have we done with pulls?
I can't see why we can't do 6 at once. We're asking a bit much or what?
Give it a whirl, see if it'll do it. Right.
Yeah, they're going.
A lot of pressure that. Doing them, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going.
Go in then. It's going a bit lopsided on one side though. Right, so it's done all them perfect. Them ones are still going to need a little tweak, but it's done it. That's
Yeah, just back that off and move it a bit further this way because it's a little bit off centre.
6 at once.
Not them in easily. Oh, there we go. Something happened.
Would have went, they've all just bottomed out, haven't they?
Yeah.
There you go then, spin it, we'll get over 6 in. So there we have, we've only got 5 bolts. Oh, no,
Yeah. All in at that. That's loads. So instructions say lubricate the threads and the face of the nut. Right, there's not one yet. Right, that's all the threads and all the faces of the nuts.
that's the funny one.
Yeah, keys in office.
That's the funny one.
We'll try and revive it. Got it. Behind desk. Left hand side and then up straight at the back and over there. Got it.
You coming for that huddle tomorrow?
Down.
That one's funny enough. Oh no, it's not, that one's just going straight in there. Roll on by that one.
Just pull that stuff. That's the funny one, I'm guessing. Right, unfortunately for me, I did clip threads of one of these, so I have damaged thread a little bit, so I now need to revive that. All of them have all gone alright. What I'll do now is I'll back them all off and then I'll torque them to spec. But I'm just going to try and save this one that I've damaged. Right, so according to...
In that way. Spin it, won't we? I'll mark them as you've done it.
So, according to instructions, the torque setting, do not apply any washers, apply grease to the face and the threads, we've done that. Using an alternate crisscross pattern, torque the bolts to 40 foot-pounds using fastener assembly lubricant. Right. Let's so my torque wrench is in Newton meters. I think you can change to foot-pound, I'm just not too sure how you do it. Can't remember. We'll just convert it.
Right, so 40 foot-pound is 55, call it 54 and a half
Yeah.
Newton meter. So
Call it 55.
55 to be
55 to be sure.
sure. 55 would be plenty.
55 Newton meters. Right, try and do them in a crisscross pattern.
I'm gonna mark them as you do.
That's 55.
So, that one.
Sweet, happy days.
That's one ring gear on and torqued up. Next up is bearings. So as it happens, bearings are different. Stupid me didn't realise that the middle holes were completely different. So that one definitely don't go on there. That's that one. So the bearings are sided. Now I've got two different brands. One says Brazil, one says Ukraine. So I'm not going to mix up the carriers, what they sit in, or whatever else you want to call them. Yeah. So I can't really mix them up. They both match to each other. Press them on then. That went easy. We'll grab other one and do the same with the other one. Proper redneck ghetto setup.
Done it.
Not going all the way though, bottoming out on that thing. Bottoming out on that, it's got to go a bit more than that. That's just a little bit too big. That's annoying. A bit of 51 might do it, a tiny bit of 51 inch. 51 inch? 51 mil. Literally a piece of exhaust tube because it's all I've got. See if it'll do the job. I've only got a good couple of mil. There we go.
Yeah.
So
Tell what your knife is.
that's diff done then. That's that all assembled. Just got to change the racers in the gearbox now and then drop it in and seal the case back on. Happy days. Killing that shim that. Yep. Just killed that shim.
It's going now, I've just seen it move down.
Yep, that one's out. Killed shim a little bit though, but it should go again because it's only that bit. I just need to straighten it out. Right. Well, it's sizing. Sizes are different, so. So these shims, you're supposed to shim them, you're supposed to measure your run out and you're supposed to order proper shims from TPS. Problem with ordering shims is they're all on back order and they have been for ages. So what we're going to do is I've just straightened this original one out, we're going to straighten that out, we're going to put it back in and we're just going to see what it's like. We're going to have a feel of it, we'll have a feel at diff once we've bolted case on, see if there's any play in it. There shouldn't be really. I know loads of people who install them like this and never had any trouble. Let's see.
Right, perfect. So
Yep.
tape rope.
Move this hand a minute so I can hold it. It's starting. Oh, looks like it's going square. Ooh, that felt good.
Sweet, innit?
Just gonna get a couple of extras to be sure. Looks like it's in there good to me. If I don't know, there might be a bit of a gap on that side where that shimmer a bit bent. Let's get a good wallop. Not sure if that's a little bit too big. Just get my hand here. Rattling my hand to pieces, that.
I'd say that right way in personally. Bend that little bent bit down. I'd say that'll do. Right, that's one side done. Now other side. Yeah, we don't want to knock all gears out neither, so.
No, they're all loose, aren't they?
Get sucker on it, get sucker and suck oil out, and then don't want to knock all gears out. Do without messing with them all. Oh, that's heavier side. Here's the old diff, open diff. For those of you that don't know what an open diff looks like, this is what it looks like. So your drive shafts connect to one side of that, other side of that, and they can spin independently to each other.
Which bit would you weld if you wanted to?
All of them, if you were going to weld them. Never weld a front wheel drive, but if you were going to weld them, you weld all these gears together.
Also,
There's that much bits of metal in these now that you can't actually really spin them anymore, but they would spin independently to each other, which is why you get a one wheel peel. Just one tyre fire where one wheel will spin. Limited slip diff limits that.
Back into those gears.
I can't hear that from there like that.
This looks gay on camera.
This is a bit cuddly. Right, hang on, let's have a reposition because it's not happening like that. I'll tell you now, it's not happening like that. We need this. I need to be
Where I am now,
I need to be able to hold chiseled from above it here like this.
So, poke your box down quarters. Hold them gears, pal.
It's difficult for me to hit it upwards though.
Which is right. Put that. Can't you use a bigger chisel? That's it.
It's gone. I'm trying not to
Go a
destroy
tiny
it.
bit lower down about here.
Trying not to destroy it. Housing on the gearbox.
A bit higher up, higher up. Try and go about this.
It's gone. I'm just struggling to get this side because I can't really get in because of housing.
Yeah, it's good that. Couple more at the bottom and that's out. Shim
That's not even
flying
damaged
out
either.
now.
Kissing gearbox all it smells like popcorn.
Taste it.
Tasty.
Look what.
Just rubbing it all.
Right.
Just move the fucking selector now.
Did clip that a little bit, but it shouldn't matter too much. Right, where's that shim? Did shim come out in one
Yeah,
piece?
but it's a bit clipped.
That's mine of that. Here my wipe. Straight back in.
You fucking mine.
I don't want it on me, do I?
Yeah, look, kind of this is how they work, look.
I know, I'm just looking at it a minute. Fucking weird that in it, it's weird.
Right, where's the other race?
Bizarre.
No idea.
Should be somewhere.
Is it not on diff?
No, what are it?
Is that one smaller? Oh. Can we put just to give me some total? That went good.
Yeah?
No, I heard it.
Yeah, I say that.
Not sure if that's a bit. Not sure if that's a bit too big though.
Did you put that shim in?
Yeah, it's in.
Hmm.
Not sure if it's in the way though. Might just have a quick check. End up chisel.
I mean that one, do it.
in that.
Not moving.
Great, that's in. So we just need to drop diff in, and then we need to bolt case up dry just to make sure there's no play in diff. If they're in, then it's good to seal and go back on. Yeah.
That right way.
It's right way, it can only go one way. It's in at that. Drop case on loosely. See if we've got, just put a couple of bolts in it, see if we've got any mad play. If not, back off, seal it. Ready for a send. Right, so I feel absolutely no play.
Does it sound right?
Sure it doesn't sound rough, there's no iron.
There's absolutely no play in that whatsoever.
So it's good then, isn't it?
I reckon we're good. Right, Carl's going to paint this gearbox because it's all grotty from what acid did to it, so we're going to repaint it silver. While he's painting it silver, I'm going to make a redneck short shifter. So what I mean by a redneck one, you can buy them, but they're like 100 quid. Maybe a bit cheaper than that, maybe a bit cheaper than 100 quid, but I'm not paying that because all it is literally a slot in here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to move it as far this way as I can towards the inside, and that's it. That's as simple as a short shifter on these. That's exactly what I'm going to do. While Carl's painting her up, I'm going to make one of them. And then we're going to start putting the engine back together, get everything on it, and get it back in there. But before we put it back in, I am going to jet wash all under these. I'm going to paint them all silver, like I've done at Engine Bay. Look, it ain't no professional job, so don't judge. It has been brush painted with an Amorite, but looks a lot better than it did, didn't it? So that's exactly what it's going to get under here. I'm going to jet wash it. I'm going to lift it up, get it outside, lift it up with forklift, jet wash all under these arches, paint them silver, and then I'm going to put my new gas golds on. She should look a pearler. Don't worry about them brakes. Don't worry about them. We're not planning on stopping. We're planning on going, not stopping.
Put some safety on it.
That is sketchy. Don't want to put your toes under it, because yeah, that tiny little nib of cast aluminium is holding that full gearbox up. So get ready for that dropping at any second.
Yeah. Cushioning.
Dog bed. Don't get paint on dog's bed. I'll be fuming. If that drops from that high, bubble wrap ain't saving it.
No, I mean on top of that.
It is sketchy.
Got it, man, yeah.
Right, I'm going to make a short shifter if I can get this off.
You can.
How does that come out of here?
Push that. Push
Oh, it looks like it's broke. One. Oof! Fell off. Absolutely fell off.
That matter about getting painted of that.
Don't mind about painting it now. Just wants to clean though, that is mucky paint's not going to stick to it. Good clean, innit? Hey.
Fresh now.
Redneck short shifter coming up. It's only a rivet, look, it's being riveted over on edge. So we'll grind that flat, get punched, knock that out, and then we want to go as close to that as we can, re-weld it back on. Sounds easy enough, doesn't it? Redneck short shift. Plant that in there, get a wallop, and that should come out of here. He says.
He's gonna have to have a bit more grinding me.
Possibly. Right, take it on the deal.
No way, that shouldn't not come out now. That.
I think it'd just come straight out, wouldn't you?
Still think it needs a bit more grinding though, me.
It's not best punch, I'll be honest. Well, I thought that was going to knock out of there right easy. It's not looking that way though, is it? I'll get it out. I'll get it out. I can drill a little hole up it for it. I'll go two. What are you saying?
There.
Good them, aren't they? I ain't gonna come out of there as easy as I thought it would. I thought that would come out of there right easy. Right, plan B then is gonna be press, innit? Hydraulic press. And plan B. This will be a snap-on warranty in a minute. Hopefully, snap-on man don't watch. Let's turn that. Let's turn that first. Yeah, there, one.
Watch your head because I can't see it because I'm looking through the camera.
Right, that's it. That's it. Right.
Warranty inbound, free.
Snap-on warranty incoming.
Also, it's gonna fly out and.
Oh, it's gonna whack me in the face. Oh, that's scary amount of pressure. That's taking. Right, I've. Sorry, I might have messed up here. Because I thought that were gonna pop straight out and it doesn't.
I don't think it's gonna.
Right, just in case my insurance are watching my YouTube,
We're not doing
this
this.
is
It's virtual
CGI.
reality.
This is virtual reality. I'm getting more reckless by the second. Like,
It's pushing it down. Look,
I feel
it's pushing it into the finger, into the socket.
I feel like we need goggles. Something's happening. What's happened?
It's pushing it into the socket, isn't it?
It's knackered it, hasn't it? It's busted.
It's pushed the Allen key. It's pushed Allen key further into the socket. I
Oh,
reckon.
it's done it. It's done it.
Has it?
Yeah, it's done it. Look. I thought we needed a new one then. Thought we'd bust it, but
I thought it had pushed Allen key into the socket. Next problem is that's probably in there now.
edge for a bit of security. But so go with that. Right. All we need to do: drill another hole next to that one, wash it in there. Short
Easy.
shifter. That's it. Short shifter. Just save me a fortune. That was reckless.
Look at that. Calden break everything he touches.
Don't say that yet. Gearbox will not work now.
Can't be that bad, I won't let me do cam belts, will you?
That's the only thing I do let you do. Only thing I can walk away and comfortably push it through.
Cam belt and close.
Cam belt call. Nice.
Cast, innit? And that's it, that's all it takes to make it a short shifter. You're probably thinking, how does that make it a short shifter? Well, shorter throwing it, if it were wider, it'd take more movement to move it. We put it there, like, it's a shorter throw. It takes less movement to pull it. So we're gonna tap that back in there.
That'll be a big difference, I know, on that.
Yeah, it'll be good that.
The gears will be like.
Come in. Right. Just tap him back home into there. That should probably clean it first. Should probably clean that face up first. Yeah, well, because I'm going to put a bit of weld on. Right. Get TIG in there now. Fill that in. Maybe put a little bit around here just for a bit of security.
There you go.
There we go. Redneck short shit. Square. Oh, she's square. That's all it takes. They're in. Probably do a little bit of a dabble on there. Sorted. Beauty. Just saved me 100 quid.
That looks fresh on camera, that does.
Look like a light bulb compared to the rest of the engine now.
Look at that on camera, look, you can't even see any bubbles, look. Looks like it's brand new.
It does, it looks absolutely brand new. Right then, I'm happy with how that came out. She looks like a new box. So that's got a diff in it. We've made a short shifter. Obviously we've painted it all up. There's no oil in it at the moment. We'll put some oil in it and put it back together. So before I turn this ginormous pile of parts back into a car again, I've got essentially 3 more jobs to do. And then I need to put all this back in, and the very last job will be wiring. So the first job I've got to do, I've got to address that. I mean, I don't know why I'm putting it off, but I'm just putting it off because I'm so terrible at rock welding. I am. It's just unbelievable. So today's job, I've got about half a day free where I'm going to attack as much as I can on this Escort. So I'm going to attack this. I'm going to try and get this done. Try and get it to something respectable. I can see Ben now watching it be like, Nath, what's wrong here? There's note to that, but it's just a very awkward shape, and it's just a very awkward angle to get, and where it's rotted through, it's just awkward, isn't it? But I'm going to have to cut that out and sort that. So that's job 1. I've got to sort that before I do anything else, put engine back in. Job 2 is I want to jet wash underneath these arches, put some TFR on, jet wash all underneath arches, because I want to paint them silver. And I'm not doing a great job. I'm only going to brush paint it like I have done in engine bay. But I don't want to bolt my nice shiny gas coilovers on when it looks like that mess behind them. So I want it to look nice and silver behind them. So I'm going to jet wash front and rear arches out. I'm going to paint them all silver. I have seam sealed this look where we'd welded as new bits of plates in for engine mount. I have seam sealed that. So I'm going to paint over that as well. Yeah, that's job 2. Job 3 will be actually put the coilovers on. So that's a 2-minute job. That's nice and easy on this car. Put the coilovers on and then just paint a few last little bits. Look like I need to paint north to south bar because that's a bit rusty. I can't powder coat it because I pressed that bushing and they can't powder coat it with that bushing. And now I can't really get it back out without killing it. So I don't want to spend on another bush. So I'm going to do it the tight way and I'm just going to brush paint it. And what else have I got to paint? Just stuff like this. I'll probably just get roll bar, a lick of black paint, maybe wishbones and that. It's not going to last, is it? It ain't no show pony. It's not a show car. It's not clean enough to be a show car. Like, if I were really going to go for it, I'd have took exhaust off, tank off and that, and I'd have blasted out all underneath and wrapped it. But it's not mint, guys. It's not a mint car. It's not a show car. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to lick round arch liners with some silver paint. Just make it look respectable, you know what I mean? Just make it look respectable. That's what my plan is. That's the aim of the game. When it's sat on floor, just want it to look respectable underneath. Right. I'm going to get some gloves on, we'll get it down, and let's attack this. I think I'm going to make sort of like a paper template first, because the bumper bolts through those 2 holes, so I'm going to make like a paper template, make the front plate to start with, and I know that's the right shape, and then cut it out and see if we can fluff it. Let's do it, guys. Right, so I've got a piece of paper, We're going to lay it over that, I'm going to get a bit of muck on my thumb, and I'm just going to sort of trace the outline of where them bolts are. So, luckily we've no shortage of muck, plenty of that, so I'll put that up to there. Right, this first bolt hole. There's one. And there's the other. A little bit more muck. So, as daft as it sounds, there's my template. You can see there, look, I've got my my bolt hole. Obviously the middle part's clean because that's all rotted out, and then I'll just cut the shape of this out like that with a grinder on steel, and that will be the front plate, and the bolt holes will be in exactly the same spot. Then the job will be to get the grinder in here, cut the rotten piece off, and pretty much just try and fill it back in. Like put some side plates on there. I mean, looking at that, it never had a piece there anyway, so it'll just be some side bits on there. I don't know. I hate rock welding. Anyone that ever rings me up and like, can you put me some seals on this? I'm just like, well, I'll stop you there. Don't get involved with it. I'm good at making exhausts. I'm good at making boost pipes. Good at making everything like that. But when it comes to stuff like this, I am shocking. Shocking. So I might make a right balls of this. Just see how we get on. Right, so I've cut that template out there. Yeah, I'm in two minds what to do. Cutting it all out is going to be a nightmare. I'm thinking I might just cut that in steel. I might drill a couple of these spot welds out, or even just put some holes in mine. I might just sort of spot weld it to the front part, seam seal it. This inside part here is not great, I'll be honest, it isn't great. And then I need to put a plate down this inside here. I'm thinking I might just put that plate over there, just seam seal it, just tidy it up. And it's not mint, the car's not mint, the metal up inside here is not great. If I cut that off, I am opening a can of worms. It's going to take me all day to sort it. I might just beautify it just a little bit by put that plate over the rot. I mean, it's not the right way, guys. This is not the right way. If you're ever going to deal with rot welding, you're supposed to cut the rot out and then replace it with new. This is kind of a, call it a bodge. It's like, it's beautifying it. It's really me putting a clean plate over the rust just to make it look pretty. I don't want to spend all day on this, so you know what? That's what I'm just going to do. I'm gonna cut a nice clean piece out. I'm going to put it over there, I'm going to spot weld it, seam seal. I am going to put a plate down the inside of this wheel arch. In the engine bay side though, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I don't want to get too involved with it. Right, sod it. That's what we're doing. Don't judge me, guys, it's my car, it's not a customer's. Right, just clean everything up. I've drilled all my holes in my plate. All my holes are drilled in that plate. So what we're going to do is we're going to spot weld it pretty much like factory. No, the more I look at this as well, I don't think this was ever attached like I'm thinking it was. It were only ever spot welded on from factory. This was never fully attached like I'm thinking it was. So this will be more than adequate. Just gone through it with some weld through primer just to seal it all in. And obviously we've got another plate for the back side here. which is basically going to sandwich everything in. So they're not going to drill any holes in that. We're going to clamp them together. The weld's going to go through them two onto the back bit, and it's going to sandwich everything together. That's the plan. Then I'll go over it again with weld through primer, and then we'll go over it with brush silver, and we'll call that done. Never happened. Don't judge me. So it ain't pretty, guys, it ain't amazing, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. This one here has got a bit of porosity in it because it's just rot behind it. I'm just going to leave it like that. Yep, so plan is now, we've got wheels on, we're going to let car down to the floor, we're going to get it outside, lift it up with forklift, take wheels off, going to TFR in all these arches, jet wash them all off, and then I'll obviously primer all this up, paint it all silver, and it can be drying because I've got a little job to do, and then it can just be sat to have a little dry while I do my job, and then, don't know, we'll see what time I've got a little bit later on in the day. If I get a bit more time, we'll maybe get coilovers on, maybe start putting engine back together and back in. We'll see. That's how light this Escort is. Look, Carl's managing to shove it on his own. She's light. Getting fed up now. I'm dying to drive it. Dying to see how death trappy it is. Oh, it's good to see a roll though. Right. Let's get forklift.
Yeah, it looks alright. What's the forks on? Just on chassis underneath. This front forks just looks silent. It's off floor, isn't it? Yeah, it is now. It's a bit boingy like. It doesn't need to go much higher than that though. Huh? Doesn't need to go any higher than that. As long as jet wash reaches that front wheel.
Tell ya, she don't need much silver on her. She's already silver under there. Cleaned up black snot off what last guy put on, cleaned up muck off. She don't need much silver, what we're gonna get her anyway. See, it's not a show car, I just want it to look nice. Fruit wheels, I want them gas gold coilovers to look nice against something nice silver rather than just black snot. I'll tell you, if I'd got the energy all the time, I would have completely sent this up in air, I'd have blasted the whole lot up underneath and I'd have redone it, but it's a lot of work, you know what I mean? Car's only a bit of fun. I haven't put a Cosworth engine in it, it's never going to be worth any money. So it's a waste of time to do it. That's what it is. Car's a bit of fun in it. Right, it's been sat for a while now, it's all dried off. Gonna seam seal that what I welded up earlier. Seam seal that round. I'm gonna strip this suspension off. I'm gonna give all this a lick of silver paint, make it look $1 million. Well, as far as a brush paint job's considered anyway. We ain't going to town. Alright, let's get some of this seam sealer in here. So what seam sealer is supposed to do is just keep moisture out from insides. It's really good stuff, this. One of my pals got it, me who works at a body shop. I'm not going to name him because I don't want him to get done for pinching. But it's really good stuff, this. There we go, jobs are good, and so you can see it there, you can see it factory one. You can see factory seam sealer here, look. Just put it on all joints, don't they, where they've been welded together or rivet or whatever. I'm not actually sure what job it. I think it's to keep moisture out, maybe stop vibration, I don't know. I'm putting it on either way. It just makes it look nicer. I'll give it all a good little paint round. Because you can just paint straight over top of this. And there we go, boys. Gas coilies are fitted. Obviously, they ain't set up at minute because we can't until engine's in. Once engine's in and all weights on it, then we can level the car out, get it sat right. But right, next job then. Next job's going to be get gearbox. Get us glow-in-the-dark gearbox. It's so clean and bright. Everyone keeps saying, is that a new gearbox? Yeah, mate, we've just reconned it. Get that, bolted to that, build it all back up, and get it back in car. Put everything back together. Let's get this Viz kit on. Viz kit is a vibration damper or balance shaft, they call them on a 2 litre TFSI. It's a balance shaft delete kit. So why do we delete it? Because they're known to fail, and if they fail, it trashes engine. So you put this freewheeling pulley kit on there. Basically what that does is it bolts to the end of the balance shaft, and rather than spinning the entire balance shaft, it just spins this freewheeling pulley. I'll open it up and I'll show you what I mean. Let's have a look. Broke the seal. Here's what you get in a Viz balance shaft delete kit. We get a sticker, not bothered about that. You get a bolt, and you get this. So, I'll just put this box down a second. So, like I said, on the end of the balance shaft, you will have a gear. Usually, the chain will drive the gear, which will in turn spin the balance shaft. This is a delete kit. We simply undo the cog off the balance shaft, we bolt this one on, and then all that happens is the chain, the oil pump chain, can just spin freewheeling, does not spin the balance shaft anymore. I think one downside is you do get a little bit more engine vibration, but come on, I'm not going to care about that. I might, it's bolted in a 1990 Escort, it's going to be a teeth rattler either way. So we're not interested in that. We're more interested in reliability really. So let's get the sump off it and let's get this fitted. The reason I've waited until the engine was back in the car, because I'll be honest with you, it's easier to work above your head with engine on its mounts. It's easy for me to just put sump off and do it that way rather than trying to screw on about with on an engine stand or on the floor. That's why I've waited. So let's do it. go. That is majority of it back together. I mean, I haven't filmed it all because I just don't want this video to be long and boring. So, boost pipes on, all bottom wishbone roll bars are on, obviously exhaust on, north to south bars back on, new dog bones on there, drive shaft covers back on. Also, there was a little bracket here what sort of like links that bar to chassis, that's back on. Drive shafts are in. Everything for the lower half now is all on. I'm going to put wheels on, I'm going to set ride out on coilovers, and like I said, I'm going to leave alt cooler out for a minute because Andy, who's going to be wiring it, he's going to want to get access because you've got a lot of plugs here, look, you can see him, you've got a lot of plugs, he's going to need access to alt wires, so I'm not going to make it a nightmare for him. I'm going to leave all that out for the moment. Let's get these wheels on, shall we? And let's see how it actually sits on these gas coilovers with the weighting, because it were a monster truck before. Let's see if we can get this ride out set.
Have you not seen new coils yet?
Yeah, not with engine in. They're an absolute monster truck without engine in. Oh, still is, look at that gap, damn, they need to come down loads. Oof. Yeah, we ain't running with that, that's measured in fists. That's 1 fist of an arch gap, we ain't running that.
Back one's alright.
Yeah, back one's not too bad, the back's tucked under pretty nice to be fair. And even still, it ain't low, is it? Ben will be sick if I show him that ride out, he'll be disgusted in me. But I don't want it slammed and horrible, I want it drivable. We need to get it on 4-poster really, because you get a better look on 4-poster, it's all level in it. We'll sort that out in a minute. That front's terrific, that's made me feel sick, it's put me off my tea. Need to sort that out. It takes like 3.5 turns to do a lock. It's a good job it's not rear wheel drive. Shove this easy. Right. Yeah, handbrake's mint. Don't really want it on though because we want to let it drop down. Right.
What to do is just check wheels off
Front ones you can, yeah. So, what you reckon, boys and girls? I reckon that back is pretty sound. I reckon that's sound as a pound, that back. Leave that as it is, and let's just drop front to match. Just make sure both backs are level, and let's just drop fronts to match.
Perfect.
And there we have it then, the old rust box is all set up on coilovers. I mean, it's close enough, it's close enough. I'm probably gonna have to get some rear arms because it's got a lot of rear camber on rear wheels, what I'm not too happy about. So I've seen on eBay, there's a guy who makes like a link setup for rear suspension when you do coilovers. Probably will get that, but at the minute, my main concentration now is let's get the thing running. Andy is coming, he's coming to look at it, and then we're gonna go from there. Just found this listing back as well. We'll have a little look down it. So rad and intercooler, done. Boost pipes, done. Gear selector cables, done. Exhaust, done. Coolant expansion tank, done. Turbo intake pipe and shield, done. Heater matrix pipe, done. Fuel tank, pump, lines, filter, all them are done. Brake pipes are all done. Wiring is still blank at the moment, because obviously that's not done. Coilovers are on and done. Brakes, LOL, yeah, we'll just leave them for now. Engine maintenance, so VizCog, service, sump clean, all done. I haven't put oil filter in at the moment, but I will do. There's no oil in it at the minute, but there will be. Pedal box was done in part 7. So that is my list complete. All we've got left to do is wiring. And then there will be some niggly bits. Of course, it's been quite a long-winded conversion, so it's not an easy one. It's not like we've just put a naturally aspirated Z-Tech in it. There is going to be some niggles to sort. But I think that's going to be it for this video. You all know what the next video is going to be. The next video is going to be, most likely, turning the key. Stay tuned, guys, for the last video. Well, it won't be the last video. Once it's running, we'll go out and hoon it around. But the last video is a non-runner, hopefully. Catch you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.